is the Gothic Moose.
me to the heat. I feel a desire. Give me what I need. Take me to the fire. Take me to the sea. Let's get chilled by water. This is what I need. Let me up into the sky and bring me down to earth again. Let me up into the sky and bring me down to earth again. Take me to the fire. Let me feel your heat. Show me your desire. Nothing as I need. A storm will come to take me along, but not away from you. A storm will come to take me along, but not away from you. Let's hide underneath your pillow. Let's hide underneath your pillow. A storm will come to take me along, but not away from you. A storm will come to take me along, but not away from you.
My name is DJ Moose,
And my name is DJ Paradise from Community After Dark.
and this is episode 379 of the Gothic Moose. Yay! Welcome to the show, DJ Paradise. Welcome back,
Thank
I
you.
should say.
Yeah, thank you for having me again. Second time. I feel privileged to be on for the second time. Thank you.
I'm privileged that you would come and join this little podcast out of Canada, and like get a little chilly, as the cold wind doth blow, and join us. And it's great to have you on the show.
I appreciate it. No, thank you for having me on again. I appreciate it.
You have a big event coming up.
I do. Yes, we have one. This is our first thing we've done on through streaming or whatever. But yeah, we have that event coming up on Twitch, on Community After Dark's Twitch page, which will be on Halloween. But it's going to be, so you have to subscribe to Community After Dark's Twitch page, or at least follow us or whatever. I mean, you don't have to subscribe. You can follow us to get more information. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's called Too Dark Halloween, and it's it's basically a collaboration between Community After Dark and Dark Indulgence podcast, which is ran by Scott Duran. So we have bands, from around the world, and then a number of DJs as well. And the event's going to run from like 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to probably a little bit into the next day. So it should be a really good event. And even if you're one of those people who's going out to a party or club, if you live in Florida or whatever it may be, you can still watch the event because, at some point anyways, because it starts at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So watch it while you're getting ready to go out. But we have a large amount of bands on it. Like I said, we got Angel Spit. Trying to think all the band. Oots Oots is playing, this is the first time. Oots Oots is one of those bands that has not toured much, and so most people probably haven't gotten a chance to see them live. But this will be their first ever streaming concert. We got Cursed Mackie, who is well-known. Band Sign, which is also his girlfriend, and she puts on a great show. I've seen her live before. Then there's Empyrean from I want to say they're from the UK. So they're playing. There's a large amount. Echo Barrel, which is a new band on Cold Transmission, is playing. So yeah, it should be really exciting. We got Jason Bangert from God Module, who will be DJing for the event. So
you also have Spank the Nun and
Spank the Nun. Yeah, that's another one.
Swear Machine.
Spank the Nun. But Swear Machine, Spank the Nun. Thank you for reminding me. Eric would kill me if I forgot Spank the Nun. But no, it's a good lineup of bands, and they're all going to be playing, like 30-minute sets or so. So, I mean, it's not like they're only going to be playing one or two songs, like on some streaming events is a little different. Some, are live. It's going to be a really good set, and it's going to be a good time, and you'll see a large amount of bands, and it's definitely worth checking out. And there's some great DJs, like I said, besides the fact that Jason Bangert, there's DJs, DJ Red Vamp, Alex Assimilate, DJ Mouse of Community After Dark.
Rexx Arkana.
Rexx Arkana is going to be involved. Myself, I'll be doing a rare DJ set that shows up on the internet that doesn't happen very often. If I can figure out how to use technology properly. So, but no, yeah, it's going to be a good time, man. So keep an eye on it and follow us on Facebook, on Community After Dark, or the main thing is to follow us through the Twitch channel, which is, again, under Community After Dark as well. So follow us on Twitch. That's where the show will be happening. And then, Dark Indulgence, obviously follow them because he puts up a lot of information on that as well as Spank the Nun. So, that's where you can find a lot of the information at this point.
All right. And I'll add links to on my post so people can get more information and see what we were in fact talking about. That's super exciting, coming up in 2 weeks. But you're here because you came to play some music. So
that's right.
What did you play for us?
So yeah, you just heard my set there. I started off my set with Bootblacks, and now keep in mind this set was probably a little more dark wave, post-punk sounding because I'm on the Gothic Moose show, so it had to be a little darker. There's some synth pop in there, of course, as well. Dark synth, whatever. I mean, all these genres
here I was
nowadays.
Expecting a whole harsh set from you, but
Yeah, I'm very diverse, so I like it all. I will say that. That's one thing. I love the scene, love the music. But Bootblacks, I start off with Bootblacks, which I think is a phenomenal band. They played Absolution last year, which I put on here in Tampa. Great. And their new album is phenomenal. So the song I played was Traveling Light off their Thin Skies album. That's what I started my set off with.
Great stuff from Bootblacks.
Yeah, really good. And they're from New York.
Yep.
I think I said on my show recently they were from Missouri or something.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah. One of the band members was joking around with me and sent me a comment about that. Hey, hello from the Midwest. I was like, ooh. Yeah, that's right. So great band though, definitely. And that new album's phenomenal. The second band I played in my set was Vestron Vulture. The song was the Monty City Saint, and that is off their brand new album NetVista. Very interesting band if you like synthwave, retrowave, synth pop. It's all over the place, but there's some dark wave elements as well. His music in general is very diverse because he has I think we talked about this on Community After Dark, but he has 46 releases. And he's selling them on Bandcamp. You get all 46 of them for $19, which is a pretty good deal. His releases range all over the place. But this one, this album especially, he sounds a little bit more along the lines of a Mr.Kitty sound. But it's really good. So check him out. The third song was by Mr.Kitty, speaking of him. And the track I played was Let Go off of his Plus or Minus EP. Or Minus Plus, I'm not really sure which one.
Minus Plus, I think.
Yeah, EP, and that just came out on Negative Gain Productions. Now, which is weird about this is that EP had been released 5 years back, as well. I don't know if he redid all the songs, remastered them. I'm not 100% sure, or if this was just something that Negative Gain decided to re-release because it didn't, Mr. Kitty's name has definitely gotten bigger over the years, but it's a great EP if you haven't heard it.
No, it's really good. This is, I think, the second track we're playing off the EP.
Yeah, very good EP. Always love this EP. The fourth track was by Korine. The song was Fate. That's off their brand new album, The Night We Raise, which came out, I think, like late September or somewhere in September. That's really good. Very good album. If you like synth pop or, even like alternative dance, retrowave, whatever, it's just really good. I mean, a good album. It's from front to back. All the tracks are good on that album.
Yeah, great stuff, that.
The fifth song was by The Gathering, and that was the song Ocean Star, which I really enjoy, that track. And that's off their brand new EP called Nightlight. The Gathering's an interesting band because their history is they started out like in the late 80s with an album. They didn't come back until like about 2 years ago with music, and now they have a new one out, which was produced by the mastermind behind Actors, which is Jason Corbett. And Actors, of course, is a great band as well, but this
Amazing.
Gathering sounds very similar to that sound, and it's good, really good. The sixth song was by a band called Profligate. The track was Hang Up, and that is off their Too Numb to Know album. This is something I just recently came across, and it's got dark wave, some post-punk elements to it, but it's really good stuff. I'm never really that blown away usually by first listens, but this caught my ear right away.
It's pretty incredible when that happens, right? You hear something like,
yeah,
oh my God, this is great.
Yes, and especially when you listen to a large amount of music like I usually do because of the show I do and everything. I get a large amount of stuff to actually listen to. Most bands I'll take a couple of listens or whatever, but yeah, this one caught my ear right away, and I thought it was very good.
Nice.
So check that out. The seventh song was by Minuit Machine,
it's Minuit Machine.
Minuit. Okay, I'm sorry. You would know better than me. They are from France.
They're amazing.
That is Aunt's other project, or Helene from Aunt. That's her other project. This is more synth, I guess, like synth,
like dark synth.
Oriented. I don't know. I wouldn't say synth pop, but like
like dark synth. Yeah,
dark synth.
That'd be mine.
Yeah, and this new song's great. Don't Run from the Fire. This has been getting a large amount of play just all over the place. A large amount of love. That's coming on there. That's the only track you can get currently on their upcoming
release.
EP. Yeah. Don't Run from the Fire.
It's funny because I was going to play it too, so you beat me to it.
Yeah, it's very good because we played that on my podcast, The Coming After Dark, this past week, and the majority of comments that we received so far about music-related items was about that song. Just how Mouse played it, DJ Mouse, and people were just raving about it. So yeah, it's a very good track. And then the eighth song was by Indecision. The song is called Fire, and that is off their Ghost EP. This band is another band I just came across, and I really like their sound. It's goth oriented mixed with like some maybe dark wave elements, but yeah, very interesting band. It's it's like a 5-track EP, but I check it out if you're interested in that sound, or if you like the song that I played. It's really, I definitely have enjoyed it so far.
Well, and I think all the tracks you played, and as well all the tracks I shall be playing, are all really good. Of course, we wouldn't play them if they weren't.
True. If I didn't feel that way, I probably wouldn't play it. That's true. Yes. I hope you like my set. I mean, again, it wasn't what I like you said. Maybe some people might think I was going to play a bunch of hard music, but
it's going to be all New Order.
This was, well, that would have, I could have done that very easily. But this was my mood.
Except that Mixcloud restricts us to 3 songs by a
Oh,
band.
okay.
In
I didn't
theory.
even know that part. Yeah, you told me that. I didn't even know that was the case.
In
But,
theory, because I've seen all kinds of like, this is, cultures, anthology. It's like, wait a minute, it's 2 hours of culture. How did you get away with that?
That's funny. Yeah, so this was just something, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed it, but this was the mood I was in. So, yeah, go check those bands out and give them some love.
Awesome. So, you mentioned multiple times your show, which I think we should talk a little bit about because it's kind of changed its format since you were last on the show. Comedian After Dark. So tell our listeners who have never heard of the show and who, like, obviously aren't here because you're on it.
Well, yeah, no, if you haven't heard of the show, again, it's Comedian After Dark. It's not one word, it's actually 3 words. We've been on the air now for, doing podcasts, for almost 12 years, going on 12 years very soon.
I think you're going on 13.
Is it third? I don't remember.
Let's see.
Okay, we started in 2008.
Yeah, 13.
You're right, 13. See, shows you how much I remember after all these years.
Because I'm like 9 months behind you or so. Because my 12th anniversary is coming up in November.
Okay.
So 12 years of harassing people with my voice.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Like I said, we had this conversation on your show previously, but when we started off, it was just for shits and giggles,
right.
And then it turned into something more. So it's gone
guys
beyond what I ever figured would happen with the show, which it's still very small, but it's done much better than I ever hoped. So.
Well, and I kudos to all the work you and Mouse and Tom Gold put into it. And DJ Brian from back in the day. To build the show to what it is, and the loyal following you have is pretty great.
Yeah.
You've also been doing you've been having a lot more guests on the show. Like, you always had guests on your show, but mostly they tended to be people who were local. And since the pandemic has begun, you've switched not only just to having guests but also having YouTube. How's that going? Like, you had Dirk for Steyer on from Accessory. You had Jason Banger from God Module. Me at one point.
It's been cool. That's just something that popped up recently with adding the bands, because we've had so far this year. We've had a few DJs in the past, but now that we've been doing the Zoom chats, we've added those to our YouTube videos, so you can actually see us talking on the YouTube videos that we put up on Comedian After Dark's YouTube page. In the years past, we never did that. It was just straight audio, and that was it. There was no video. So it's been a little easier with the Zoom because we can bring in bands or artists from wherever they may live, and they don't have to be in our studio to record it, which is what we used to have to do.
Right.
So that's changed a lot with the way our show is done. But yeah, we had Tom Shearer on a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, right. That's true.
23, and that was our best show that we've done as far as numbers in a long time, and it was great. Yeah, having him on, it was an honor having him on because I've always been a huge Assemblage 23 fan. I've met him before because I booked him here in Tampa to play concerts. But just getting to talk to him and hear some of his thoughts and stuff, it was very interesting. And then, like you said, we had Dirk Steyer from Accessory, who's been on our show before. But it was, I love Dirk. He's always been a good friend of mine, and at least for numerous years now. And so it's good to have him on. I think he's got a great catalog of music, and God Module, of course. Jason's a great guy. So yeah, and then we had Corlix on, which I think they put out a great album this year. She was fun to have on, and I can't remember. I know we had a few others.
You had Amy Black.
Amy, she from Maine.
Yeah,
she's cool. Amy's nice, very nice. I really like Amy.
She was on my show a year ago or a year and a half ago.
Yeah, she's really cool. She's a very. I've always liked talking to her and stuff, and she's done a large amount. She had hosted what was that festival? 2 years ago.
Convergence.
That's right. She did really good. I unfortunately couldn't go to it, but it looked like she did a great job with it based on everything I saw. So, yeah, I mean, and then we had, I'm trying to think, I know there was other artists that we...
Yeah, it's Scott Durand on.
Right, yeah, Scott from Dark Indulgence, he was on there. We had Eric from Spank the Nun come on the show.
Yeah, the cold transmission guy.
Oh, yeah, we had Andreas, which was awesome. We had Raph from Dark Tunes, which was really cool to have him on, all the way from Germany as well. So that was really awesome. So yeah, there's been some good guests on there. Check out our shows are still available all over the place, so you can go back and watch and listen to them and stuff. But yeah, and then we got some more coming up. We got Strangers this week.
Yeah, that's this week. Yeah, right.
And they're from Canada. They're from your neck of the wood.
Yeah.
So. They'll be on our show coming up this coming Monday. So yeah, check that out. It's gonna be a good time. I'm excited, and we have a special guest coming up in a handful of weeks as well. So we'll have to announce that as it gets a little closer. Though we haven't announced that one yet.
Awesome. So we're gonna go out with these tracks. First up, we have who do we have? We have Ashbury Heights with Spectres from the Black Moss. This is like one of those tracks I just came across, and it's amazing. And apparently it's an old track of theirs that never really made it very far. And of course, Ashbury Heights is a Swedish band who are on Out of Line. It's their newest release, and they say this is like an Ashbury Heights song from the multiverse. So,
really? That's interesting. I didn't know that. So that, because it's got he got back together with the original singer. And I know she's on this track, so maybe they had just recorded it years ago together and never put it out. That's interesting.
And it's just a really good track. I was like,
yes,
it's super catchy. I'm like, I've listened to it since I heard it on Spotify, and then bought it and then added it into my playlist. I think I've listened to it 20 times in the last 3 days.
Yeah, it's a really good song, definitely.
So after Ashbury Heights, there's Abu Nein with the track Wound. And Wound is kind of like as they describe it, it touches upon the concept of original sin and guilt that a woman carries through her life and binds her to her past. So it seems like a very deep song. I haven't listened to the words enough yet to know it, but I love Abu Nein's sound. They're pretty cool. I believe they're also out of Sweden. Then, nice. Much to the surprise of my wife, she's like, "You're playing this? Doesn't seem like you." And I'm like, "But it sounds really good." I have Nachtblut with Schmerz and Leid featuring Chris Harms. It's off of Vanitas, and of course, that's good old dark metal from Germany. And I don't normally play any kind of metal on my show, but I like this very much. And it made me think of there was another band I saw play at what's that stupid place in Leipzig? Yeah, like the underground place.
Oh, the Moritz Bastei?
Yes, right. So I saw this band there, and their description of themselves was Gothic, and I was like, they're not Gothic at all. They're a metal band. and the singer listened to the show, and he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh my gosh.
So, I would put them in the same vein as Nachtblut.
Okay.
Whatever that band.
That makes sense, because I think sometimes that metal and Gothic get mixed up in Germany sometimes.
Yeah, like there's this weird crossover. I'm like, no, like Gothic is supposed to sound like Christian Death or something, or Alien Sex Fiend or Soman. Not.
Right. No, yeah.
So then after Nachtblut, it is Dead Lights with Death Pop. Great track. It's fantastic. It's on Cold Transmission, who was he was on your show.
Right.
It's a great. It's super catchy stuff. It's like dark, sleazy electropops. I love it. Then we have Autumns with Almost a Brick. I actually don't really know much about this band except that I like this track, and they're on Detriti Records. After that, Soman with Border, and Kolia from Soman I once interviewed way back. I think he was my second or third band interview.
Wow.
When I started the show. He was playing at Kinetic, and I love myself some Soman. You guys played not this track. I think you played another track.
Right.
And he has like an other sound that's not like, wait a minute, is this Soman? It's like as if he's become like an electro-industrial band, where for years he was like more of a techno guy. He's like, wait.
His sounds varied on the album. The new album is varies a large amount.
But so it's I think Borders is a great track. Then we have another band I know absolutely nothing about, Lo Specchio di Eva, except for their Italian, with the track L'Oblio. It's a great track. I really enjoy it. And then we finish with the electropop duo of Gene Serene and someone else I can't read because it's the wrong color.
The Frixion?
Ah, yes, the Frixion. Yeah, and Lloyd Price. So, like, you know, having done stuff with the likes of T-Ram Schumacher and Massive Ego and Zig Zig Sputnik. And the track is To Hell and Back, and it's Mark Trueman's VIP mix. And that's off of Cry, Cry, Cry. And that's really good. And this brings us to the end of episode 379 of the Gothic Moose. We're going to go out with the tracks. So thank you very much, DJ Paradise, for having been on the show again. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
I love having you on. You're among a few of my favorite co-hosts to have on. In 2 weeks, we're going to have Eric Scrape from Scrape. He'll be our Halloween guest as we try to scare the living daylights out of you. And that's it. If you're listening on crackradio.com, thanks for tuning in. We're on Crack Radio every Friday from 8:30 Eastern Time to 10 p.m. And then on Saturdays, you can listen to us everywhere else. And don't forget to check out communionafterdark.com, where you can get everything you need to know about DJ Paradise and Communion After Dark.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
I had something inside my head. No sympathy. No sympathy. My medication made me feel undead. No sympathy. No sympathy. And when I couldn't relax on account of my panic attacks, you told me you had enough. Just take some Atarax. And when I went to my scans as I was dreading my death, you had more pressing concerns. I got your message. You keep on digging at the crossroads. No sympathy, no sympathy. You conjure spectres from the black moss. No sympathy, no sympathy. You're dedicated to a lost cause. No sympathy, no sympathy. You dwell apart inside a black box. No sympathy, no sympathy. I was looking for a stretched out hand. No sympathy, no sympathy. Of all the people I needed to understand, no sympathy, no sympathy. And nothing ever survives. It doesn't matter how much you micromanage your heart or play the savant. Your soil is barren because you keep splitting atoms instead of seeing yourself in the mirror. Maybe you just can't. You keep on digging at the crossroads. No sympathy, no sympathy. You conjure spectres from the black moss. No sympathy, no sympathy. You're dedicated to a lost cause. No sympathy, no sympathy. You dwell apart inside a black box. No sympathy, no sympathy. You couldn't handle my affliction. No sympathy, no sympathy. I was kicked like an addiction. No sympathy, no sympathy.
run short as the music plays. It's death pop, bang bang. Is that the best you got? I think you've got this game wrong. c'è troppo desiderio che alla fine si tramuti in un fine, c'è troppo desiderio che alla fine si tramuti in un fine, c'è troppo desiderio che alla fine si tramuti in un fine, c'è troppo desiderio che alla fine si tramuti in un fine.
It's no problem of mine, but it's a problem I find, living a life that I can't leave behind. There's no sense in telling me the wisdom of the fool won't set you free, but that's the way that it goes, and it's what nobody knows. Well, every day my confusion grows. Every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray. I'm waiting for that final moment. You say the words that I can't say. I feel fine and I feel good. I'm feeling like I never should. Whenever I get this way, I just don't know what to say. Why can't we be ourselves like we were yesterday? I'm not sure what this could mean. I don't think you're what you seem. I do admit to myself that if I hurt someone else, then I'll never see just what we're meant to be. Every time I see you falling, I get down on my knees and pray. I'm waiting for that final moment. You say the words that I can't say.